Responding to the worldwide decline in both linguistic and cultural diversity is increasingly seen as a global challenge that's occupying the attention of various campaigners and also policymakers across the world.
And here in Wales, the Welsh Government is a really good example of one of those efforts to respond to that global challenge. And last year, the Welsh Government established a target of realising 1 million Welsh speakers by 2050.
Here at the Department of International Politics at Aberystwyth University, we're engaged in a programme of research that has the aim of identifying lessons from research that can then be fed into the work of policymakers, both here in Wales, but further afield as well.
And the big question for us is, to what extent do those who are involved in developing and formulating policies to revitalise minority languages are really taking account of the global transformations that are taking place?
If you take, for example, the role of the family, which has traditionally been seen as a key site for language acquisition, we're currently seeing substantial changes in how families organise their day-to-day life.
So our societies are becoming more individualistic, we are more mobile, we are more diverse, our economies are increasingly interconnected globally, and it's also affecting governance arrangements across the world.
So what implications does that have for the traditional role of the local territorial community in language promotion efforts?
Can we rethink some of the ways in which we approach these issues, because they have direct implications for areas that are critical to minority language revitalisation?
Our goal over the next 18 months or so is to bring together a series of different academic scholars along with policy practitioners.
And the overall aim, based on those discussions, is to try and inform government policies here in Wales, but also more broadly in other countries that are keenly involved in trying to promote regional minority languages.